That's gonna leave a mark. Shakira took a bad fall while she was performing at the Bell Center in Montreal last week on her Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran world tour. The night had all the ingredients of a high-energy, passionate performance, and the fans were electric, hanging on every beat and lyric. But in the middle of the set, during one of her most iconic and lively numbers, whenever, wherever, things took an unexpected turn. A fan-captured video showed the 48-year-old global superstar dancing with her usual fierce energy when she suddenly lost her footing. In a matter of seconds, she slipped and fell to the floor right in the middle of the stage. The music didn't stop, the lights didn't dim, and for a heartbeat, the audience was frozen in shock. But what came next reminded everyone why Shakira remains one of the most respected performers in the world. With the poise and determination only a seasoned artist could muster, she sprang back up almost instantly and resumed her choreography like nothing had happened. Her professionalism shone through in that moment, as she proved not just her talent, but her endurance and resolve to give her audience the show they came to see. She danced with the kind of conviction that made it hard to believe she had just fallen. And more importantly, she smiled. She turned what could have been an embarrassing mishap into a symbol of grace under pressure. The video of her fall and quick recovery spread like wildfire across social media platforms. Fans, while concerned, were also incredibly impressed by her ability to recover so swiftly. One fan on X, formerly known as Twitter, commented, "She handled it like the boss that she is," encapsulating what so many others were thinking. Another wrote, "A great example of resilience. I hope she didn't get injured." It wasn't just about the fall. It was about the way she handled it, the way she didn't let a moment of vulnerability break her stride. That's what left the deepest impression. It wasn't only about being a pop icon anymore. It became a deeper connection between an artist and her fans, between humanity and fame, and between vulnerability and strength. Rather than shying away from the moment or letting it embarrass her, Shakira took control of the narrative. She posted the clip of her fall on her Instagram stories, showing the world that she could laugh at herself, that she didn't need to be perfect to be powerful. She's so real for this. Instead of being ashamed, she decides to share it herself. "Queen, if you ask me," wrote another fan, echoing the sentiment of thousands. It became more than a simple fall. It became a lesson in authenticity, in owning your moments, even the ones that don't go according to plan. It turned into a talking point that extended beyond her core fan base, drawing attention from broader audiences and even media outlets that lauded her for her transparency and character. The viral moment elevated her from being merely an exceptional performer to a role model, someone whose human moments were just as powerful as her onstage ones. Shakira's Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran tour has been one of the most highly anticipated tours of the year, and it kicked off in grand fashion in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil on February 11th. Fans from all over the world flocked to see her in person, eager to witness the magic she brings to the stage. The energy, the music, the visuals, everything about the tour has been designed to elevate the audience's experience. From the intricate choreography to the wardrobe changes, from the lighting that danced in rhythm with her beats, to the deeply personal set list that reflected her journey as an artist and a woman, it was an experience meant to be unforgettable. Yet, like many tours of this magnitude, it hasn't all gone smoothly. Shortly after her first two shows, fans received disappointing news. The show scheduled at Estadio Nacional in Lima, Peru, had to be postponed. Shakira had to be hospitalized due to an abdominal issue, and she was forced to take a break. On February 16th, she posted on Instagram, "I am sorry to inform you all that last night I had to go to the ER for an abdominal issue. The doctors whose care I am currently under have communicated that I am not in good enough condition to perform this evening." Her tone was sincere and apologetic, her message thoughtful and full of regret. Fans from across the globe flooded her post with messages of support and concern. They weren't just worried about the canceled performance. They were worried about her, the person behind the performer. And this deep emotional bond that Shakira shares with her audience, one that transcends language and culture, was once again on full display. Her message was heartfelt and filled with regret. "I am very sad to not be able to take the stage today. I have been looking forward to reuniting with my incredible fans here in Peru." For many artists, this kind of setback could be crushing, especially when they've poured their hearts into planning and executing a world tour. But Shakira has always shown the world that she's not just a pop star, she's a fighter. And her fans responded with love and patience, sending her wishes for a speedy recovery. The incident, while unfortunate, deepened the emotional resonance of the tour, reminding everyone that the bond between performer and audience is not merely built on applause, but on shared moments of vulnerability and care. Then came another wave of disappointment in March. Shakira had to cancel 2 more shows, this time in Santiago, Chile, due to problems with stage production. Though it wasn't a health issue, it was no less painful. In her statement to fans, she wrote, "You can only imagine how painful it is for me as an artist after so much effort to come to a country I love and have to reprogram my show for circumstances out of my and my production team's control." Those words carried weight. They weren't just empty platitudes, they were an artist's lament over being unable to fulfill a promise. For her, it wasn't just about putting on a show. It was about connecting, about delivering magic, about honoring the trust fans place in her when they buy a ticket, book a flight, or wait in line for hours just to be a part of her world, if only for a night. Such moments test the resilience of even the most seasoned performers. It's not just about logistics or performances. It's about expectations, about emotional connection, about wanting to give your best to fans who have waited years for this moment. Shakira's responses, every time, have been marked by transparency, grace, and an unwavering commitment to her audience. She has turned obstacles into opportunities to strengthen the relationship she has with her followers. Rather than hide behind PR statements or vague apologies, she has spoken with the voice of someone who genuinely feels the weight of her fans' expectations and their love. And as if these challenges weren't enough, the tour made headlines. Again, for an entirely different reason. During her May 15th concert at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, reports surfaced that some concertgoers may have been exposed to the measles. While the focus had initially been on the grandeur of the performance and the ecstatic response from the crowd, the health scare quickly shifted the tone. It brought a sobering reminder that even moments meant for joy and escape can be touched by the realities of the world around us. The New Jersey Department of Health released a statement warning individuals who attended the concert of a possible exposure and advised them to monitor for symptoms. Though Shakira had no direct involvement or responsibility in the situation, the news nonetheless added another layer of complexity to a tour that had already faced several hurdles. Safety protocols were reviewed. Concerned fans voiced their worries. Yet again, Shakira's team responded with professionalism, assuring attendees that health was a top priority. Despite all this, Shakira has kept going. The setbacks, the mishaps, the health scares, none of them have stopped her. In fact, they've only added to the legend of her perseverance. Where many would falter or pull back, she's continued to push forward, not just for herself, but for the millions of fans who find strength in her music, inspiration in her resilience, and joy in her performances. Every step of her tour, from the glamorous stages to the not-so-glamorous ER visits, has painted a portrait of an artist fully committed to her craft and her community. And in doing so, she has shown that real stars shine brightest not when everything is perfect, but when things go wrong and they shine anyway.